Imagine the person you could become if you stop letting fear, excuses, and your past control your future. What's the one thing that's holding you and that's keeping you from being the person that God called you to be? I want you to really sit down and just talk to yourself and ask yourself this question. If you have to ask yourself every single day, basketball players do it and they get better. Athletes do it and they get better. Scientists do it and they get better and they eventually start getting that answer. So if you have to do the exact same thing, do the exact same thing. Welcome back, beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. If you are new here, my name is Jonathan. I like to help people trust God more and work on their personal growth. If you do like my content, consider leaving a like. It really helps out the algorithm so that way we can reach the right people. Today what we're going to do is we're going to add another video to the transformations playlist on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked it out, link is down below. We're going to get right into it. What if the biggest thing that is stopping you from transforming isn't just your past, but the excuses that you've believed for years? If nothing changed today, where would your life be 1 year from now? Alright guys, so the first bullet point for today is going to be stop letting fear define your future. Fear convinces you to stay where you're comfortable, but God calls you to step into who He created you to be. Transformation begins the moment you stop listening to fear and start trusting God more. I know it's easier said than done because I've been through it and I know that I would tell myself, I'm going to get better, I'm going to get better, I'm going to get better. But I have said this so many times. Time doesn't heal. What heals is that you decide to make a difference in your life. You can make one decision to finally let go and fully surrender to God and not let fear take over your life anymore. And yeah, it's going to be difficult. Trust me, it is very difficult. But if you spent 15 years of your childhood just being miserable because you were not okay, and you give God 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and you don't change, and then you give up, that doesn't make any sense. You need to give it time. It's just going to be like everything else. Everything is considered an addict. You're addicted to it. So God created us to worship. If we're not worshiping Him, then what are we worshiping unintentionally? The fear, our past, games, other things in our life that are not of Him. You have to slow down and you have to realize that at one point you are not going to be 100% perfect, and that's okay. But until you get to that point and then you finally say, I have had enough of not being okay. Or what do I always say? I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I get it. I'm not forcing you to change into something that godly. What I'm asking you to do is finally let go of the past completely. And if you want to follow God during the process, He teaches you exactly how to do it. The Bible is literally set up for people who have messed up, who are not perfect in any way possible, and how they overcame it. Literally every story in the Bible is about someone who messed up and followed God to get better. It's not about all the perfect people in the world. It's about everyone who messed up and got better. So when you decide it's time to let go fully, that's when He's going to start working with you. In 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit and power of love and the sound mind. He truly wants you to let it go because everything that is not of light is considered a demon. It is considered a spell cast on you. It is considered witchcraft because think about it like this. If He made you in His image and you have something else trying to take away His image, then isn't that considered something bad? You may not think about it right now, but we go to therapy, we get medication, and what happens at the end of the day? You still continue. You continue, and sometimes you even get worse. So instead of continuing that cycle, why not just give Him a chance? Why not just try to trust Him one time? All right, guys. So the second bullet point is going to be you can't become someone's new while you're holding on to the old version of you. Let me say for the ones in the back, you can't become someone new while you're still holding on to the past version of yourself. Sometimes what holds us back isn't other people. It's the old mindset. It's the habits. It's the old identity that we refuse to let go. God can't fully transform what you're unwilling to surrender. When we grow up, we start creating an identity for ourselves. If our parents are very successful, then they want you to be successful like them because they believe that's how it works. If your parents are, not in a bad way, but if your parents are not okay and they show that they are always not okay, you're going to grow up with that identity of, I'm never going to be okay. My parents went through it and I just have to get used to it. That's not how life is set up. You can make the decision to finally let go. And when you finally let go, that allows you to fully surrender and say, I'm ready to move on with the life that you promised me. It's going to take a long time. It is definitely going to take a long time. It says in Romans 12:2, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. I'm going to say this a lot in a lot of videos over and over and over. Whatever video reaches you is the video that is meant for you. Keep in mind, you cannot fully surrender when you continue what your parents have done, what your grandparents have done, what your friends have done. When that's what it means that you're continuing the patterns of this world. You need to be transformed by your mind. You need to finally make that one decision to say, I'm tired of not being okay and I want to get better. So I'm telling you, from man to man, person to person, you can do it. You can literally do it, but you have to give yourself the ability to forgive yourself. That's where it all starts. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. We're going to finish up right here. Imagine the person you could become if you stop letting fear, excuses, and your past control your future. What's the one thing that's holding you and that's keeping you from being the person that God called you to be? I want you to really sit down and just talk to yourself and ask yourself this question. If you have to ask yourself every single day, basketball players do it and they get better. Athletes do it and they get better. Scientists do it and they get better and they eventually start getting that answer. So if you have to do the exact same thing, do the exact same thing. God bless you guys. I love you. Please reach out if you need anyone to talk to. I'll see you in the next one.